Hi, I'm about today, Africa Every Day. For this video, I'll be showing you further part of my neighborhood. That's what I'll be showing you for this video. And I'll be walking you around it. You can see my heart. I just bought it and I love it. So that's what I'll be showing you guys around. Hopefully you can enjoy this video. But before I go into the street, I'd like to show my full appreciation to my patrons. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Without your support, all this would not be possible. And I'm extremely grateful to you guys. Some of you that will be buying me cups of coffee. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I'm so appreciative of you guys. Alright, let's go into my street. So you see how Nigerian street is quite different from Western world. The street I'll be showing you here is not a typical, should I say it's a typical Nigerian street? Because this is a suburb, lower income. Should I say lower income or lowest income? That's what I'll be showing you. Different from the environment of those who are at the top there. And I'm still going to be making a video about that. Now I'll have to travel to Lagos State and I'll show you the neighborhood of rich Nigerians, where they live, how they are being arranged. So I'm still going to be making a video about that. But let's look at the poor people environment first. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. So I'll be walking on the street now, further than the previous video that I made about my neighborhood. Let's go. So I'm starting from my street. Look at that, that's a mango tree. And every year it bears fruit, and we used to enjoy the mango a lot. It's one of the reasons why we prevented the landlord from cutting down the tree. Though the tree is blocking signal. The tree is the reason why signal is always weak in my area. The tree is blocking, in my room, it's always blocking it. Even my satellite TV is blocking the signal. But apart from that, it is serving its purpose. Serving its purpose. The street is quite empty, as you can see. It's because the children are in schools. We still have millions of Nigerian children who are supposed to be in school, they are on the street hawking. But a majority of them, they are in school. So supposed to be having children running around, rolling their wheels. So that's why everywhere is just so. Remember, this is a suburb. It's a countryside. What you call countryside in your country. So this is not a city where it is all, just extremely populated. Extremely populated. A majority of people who are living in this kind of environment, majority of them are now uneducated. So there are some things you can do in this outside of town that they won't understand you because they're not educated, to that level to know what you are doing. Like for example, now every time you're seen with camera, they look at you somehow because they just didn't understand what you're doing. So they will not understand it. They'll be looking at you like, why are you filming us? And Nigerian camera is seen as something that many Nigerians are still afraid of camera. Even though they are innocent, they've not committed any crime, they believe that when you are filming them, simply means that you are trying to investigate them. So many Nigerians are still very scared of your appearing in your film. And the reason, I quite understand that. And the reason behind that is the kind of policing system that we have in Nigeria. What do I mean by that? Like for example now, if a crime occurs, Nigerian police, they don't do thorough investigation. What they do is that they go around. Anybody that they see around the crime, they are arrested. Whether they know something about the crime or not. They just arrest them. And that's the reason why Nigerians don't just want to be around anything that has to do with crime. In fact, there have been so many cases. Well, let's say, for example, an armed robbery has occurred, in the road, has occurred for like, let's say 1 hour. And somebody is coming from work and decided to take the street. In many cases, they'll be arrested by the police. So Nigerians are very, very wary of appearing in any film. Probably, it could be like that. The the film is going to be used for investigation, and you're afraid that if they can be cited in the film, they can be arrested. And in Nigeria, once you are arrested, you are taken to the police station, even if you are not, if you are not guilty of whatever crime you're being accused to. If everything has been done and you're not guilty, instead of you being released, you're still going to pay certain amount of money before you can be released. They find out that, okay, you didn't do this, you are innocent. Instead of them to release you free of charge, you will still be charged in Nigeria. And that is so terrible. So, but the trend is changing, especially with the Gen Z generations. The trend is changing a little bit. We are getting familiar with camera these days. The coming generations are getting familiar because of the advent of smartphones. You are getting there, but still far from there. There's a certain environment. It's different from when you are living in the main city. In the main city, you hardly see a free space like this. Now, for example, in Lagos State, now Lagos State is already overcrowded because the land is far, far more than the population of Lagos State. Now, this is Ogun State. Now, to still have many free space, I am residing in Ogun State. So that's more free space compared to Lagos State. Lagos State is overcrowded. In fact, all the cities in Nigeria, we have Lagos, we have Port Harcourt, we have Ibadan. They are all overpopulated because more Nigerians are moving towards the city because it's obviously there are more opportunity in the cities than when you compare to the countryside or the little towns that we have. As you can see, that shop now, it's a different kind of things. As you can see, that's a micro business, selling biscuit, detergents, and also there's a woman hawking the micro business. She sells fresh egg. All right, they hawk it around, selling fresh eggs. They got to make a living. They just got to make a living. Many Nigerians, in the traffic jam, which I'm going to show you guys when I travel to Lagos to show you rich neighborhood. I'll be showing you how Nigerians, how they hawk in the traffic jam. Hawk in the traffic jam, selling things, to the motorists. And it's a little bit dangerous. It's very, very dangerous for them. But these people, honest, we have hard working and honest people in Nigeria. We still have them. That when you see them trying to make a living, working hard, that you're going to praise them. Despite the fact that we have millions of scums in Nigeria. I know we have millions of them. We have hard-working Nigerians who are honest and of high integrity. So, for those of you that are falling victims of our scamming, I want you to know this. Not all Nigerians are scammers. We have extremely honest people in Nigeria. In this particular country, remember, the population of Nigeria is over 200 million. So you cannot use the shady behavior of small group of people to qualify the entire country. I think that is just not fair. Every country have group of shitty people. We can quite agree on that. So, don't judge us based on some scums that you meet on the internet or just some what you hear from people. We consist of different tribes in Nigeria. Nigeria has more than 300 tribes, and each tribe, they speak different languages. And that is the reason why English language is our official language in Nigeria. And believe me, that creates another problem entirely for us, most especially in the education sector. Most of our children, they come home using their mother tongue, their native language as mother tongue. But when they get to school, they start hearing English and having no idea of this English, the teachers will use the language that they don't yet to understand to explain a concept to them. And that makes it very difficult for the children to understand. You can easily get that to understand. Now, this man pushing what we call something like a wheelbarrow in Nigeria, that man over there, this man, you may be surprised that we have certain ethnic in Nigeria that when you see this kind of wheelbarrow, they are the ones that are in charge of it. They are the ones that always push it, always use it for working. And that is the Hausa group. I have never seen any other tribe member using this truck to work. Now, different things that they use it for, like for example now, they can use it to to dispose trash. For example, if you have trash at home, instead of burning it, as some people used to do, as you can see right there, they put it in their in their locally made truck and it will be dumped on trash sites. Or some of them, they buy metals. They buy different kind of metals and they sell it to companies. But the thing is that some of these boys, instead of buying metal, they decide to steal metals. For example, now when they see a pot, on the street, like you can see now, we have many homes in Nigeria. They are not fenced, and their kitchen is outside the house, in front of the house. Like when a pot is there now, these guys, the crook ones among them, they will pick it, put it in their barrel, and decide to leave. Though not all of them, but some of them, the crooks one among them. You can hear the noise of the generator on the background. Because of the high cost of petrol, fuel in Nigeria, high cost of petrol in Nigeria, many Nigerians, we are now changing to use of methane, the cooking gas, for powering our generator instead of the petrol that we are used to. The price of petrol in Nigeria has more than doubled the initial price. So it became uneconomical for many Nigerians to still be using petrol. So we decided to switch to methane gas. So instead of using it as for cooking, then we use it for powering our generator.
What is
God's kingdom. Okay.
Ìjọba Ọlọ́run tí gbogbo à ń gbàdúrà fún láti gbogbo ọjọ́ yìí. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ nígbà tí Jésù wá sáyé ṣe ń ṣe rádúràdú náà ni wọ́n ń ṣe ńgbà náà. Jésù wá kọ́ àwọn kan yẹn pé ká máa gbàdúrà. Dídé ìjọba Ọlọ́run yẹn ló máa yanjú ìṣòro wa. Ṣé rí iná Paradísì yẹn gbogbo wàhálà tá à ń rí lónìí àtọ́. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ojú ń kọ́ yóò púpọ̀ dé bá ní ìkàjáde nínú.
Ojú ń kọ́ mi ní bá. Ojú ń kọ́ mi ní bá. I love it. All right, the old woman that you just saw there is a Jehovah's Witness member. She's a very old woman. So when she called me to introduce this to me, in our culture, in Yoruba culture, when you are called by an old elderly person, you just have to answer. No matter how hurried you are going to a place, you just have to respond to them. It's a huge sign of respect. So she showed me this. I'm not a religious person, but I just have to, as a sign of respect, I just have to take it, The population of our Jehovah's Witness members are not very much in Nigeria, though I believe I'm to assume they will still number to millions, based on my estimate, but not like other denominations. So she want me to read this, and she also gave me this. Should I call this business card or what? How do I call this? I'm not a religious person, but I just can't imagine seeing that old woman moving around. Well, whatever your faith is, you should be ready to do anything to support your faith. All right. So this is where I'll be ending the show of my neighborhood. If you have any question, please let me know. I'll surely answer your question. Whatever suggestion that you have based on this, just ask me. Probably I'll be going to Jehovah Kingdom. I'll be going to their hall next week just to see. I'll visit their website to see what has changed. I could remember 5 years ago I visited their website. Oh, I'd like to go there again to see if anything has changed in their website. All right. For my patrons, those of you that suggested that I should make a mushroom soup, I want to tell you that I've been to local market, our local market here. I'm yet to get the mushroom, and I didn't want to go to the supermarket to get the mushroom because it should not be as fresh as those that are recently taken from the farm. So I prefer to take it in our local market rather than going to a supermarket to take it. So just know that I'm still going to make a video about the mushroom and I'm going to enjoy it. You can also become a patron by clicking in the links in the description of the video, or you can decide to buy me cups of coffee. Everything is highly appreciated. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you.